Anyone can use CBC, which is a type of digital dollar. The Federal Reserve would print, back, and manage it, and the US government would fully back it. You could use this instead of the current ways to pay. It has perks like instant payment settlement, the ability to make deals across borders, and making it easier for more people to get money. It is being thought about by more than 130 countries to make their own digital currencies that are backed by the government in China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and India. The first tests have already begun. This digital euro test could begin as early as 2028. At the moment, the US is still a long way behind. Even though we are learning more and more about how digital cash works, these words belong to the Congress of the United States. It is very clear that XRP is legal in the United States thanks to the US Congress. These aren't just for banks and Wall Street firms. XRP can be used to buy things in both the United States and other countries. This is especially true for the Federal Reserve in the United States. Why does this matter? They know about the change in the world. People from Brazil, India, China, and other places are working with Ripple to make their own digital currencies, which will be released by their own central banks. The US does not wish to be late to this change. Also, can you guess the business they work for? In fact, Ripple, welcome back to the best place to learn about all things XRP. South Africa, Russia, India, China, and Brazil have all worked together to make a digital currency that all 5 countries can use. This is similar to what the BRICS countries did. The United States is also going the same way. I'll show you a movie that shows how Ripple in the US. Federal Reserve talked about CBDCs back in 2015. Based on this past, it's clear that the US and Ripple have been working together behind the scenes. Even though they are at odds with each other in public, these two things worked together, made it likely that Ripple would win the SEC case. Remember how Ripple got the Federal Reserve to let them use the FedNAB payment method? It looks like the Federal Reserve gave Ripple some credit when they made the system available. But there are no clear quotes. The Federal Reserve talked about working with a blockchain company. This company may be able to make payments fast and easy, as transfers only take 3 to 5 seconds. Gary Gensler has talked about how the US Federal Reserve could use Ripple for a long time. Even before he was president, Gensler had faith in the Federal Reserve. The Fed had already added XRP and Ripple as ways to pay for things in the US and other countries. This happened while the SEC was suing Ripple. Allow us to now talk about recent events. Riverbank is now part of the FedNet banking system. The RippleNet method is used by Riverbank, a well-known Ripple payment partner. Let's break this down. It's not just a bank. This payment engine makes use of RippleNet's XCurrent and XRapid servers for instant cash. Both of these businesses use XRP and its ledger. XRapid, XCurrent, and RippleNet will all play a part now that Riverbank is part of FedNet. These networks are all built on XRP. Finally, the FedNet payment system is ready to use XRP to get the cash it needs to handle deals between countries. So we can expect the value of XRP to go up as more people use it and gain from it. If you have XRP and are watching this, it's good news for your fund. You can use XRP in regular banks, which is more than just a sign of how useful the coin could be. It shows how business around the world is changing. As more standard banks learn about how fast, efficient, and cheap blockchain technologies like Ripple's are, the way things are done is changing. Besides that, Gary Gensler's help and what banks like Riverbank did afterward are only the beginning. When more businesses learn about and use XRP and other related technologies, they will change the whole financial world. I want to share some exciting news with you before we go any further. I want to buy XRP. To join, just do these 3 simple things. Give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, turn on alerts, and then tell your friends and family about it. I will make sure these steps are taken when we pick our lucky winner. Have luck to everyone. We'll let everyone know who won when we hit 60,000 users. Let's talk about what we were talking about before, how much XRP is worth and how important it's getting. The US Federal Reserve is interested in it, and most people in the US want to use it, but people outside of the US are also becoming aware of how useful XRP could be. It's being looked into by some countries like the BRICS countries and even the EU with its digital euro project. We've made movies about these topics that go into more depth about how XRP is used in the BRICS nations CBDC and Europe's digital euro project. To go over our main point. Again, the US wants to use XRP for more than just a possible CBDC, which we talked about in a different video. They also want to use it to speed up trades between countries. In fact, this is true for all banking activities, whether they happen in the United States or another country. Let us look at what this means for XRP's value in the future. A lot of people, including big banks like the US Federal Reserve, will use XRP, which will change its value. A coin's value is largely based on how useful it is. It's not just the good things that happen right away when a digital asset like XRP is added to big banking systems. It's also about how faith and confidence grow over time. The way money works in the world is changing very quickly. Moving money between countries quickly and easily is something that more and more people want to be able to do. A big part is played by cryptocurrencies, especially ones that have been used before like XRP. That spark that puts XRP in a class by itself could come from backing from big countries and banks. Now is a very important time for groups and fans. The way XRP is going now with all of its links and help shows that it will have a good future. If you want to make an investment, though, you should stay up to date, watch how things change, and study a lot before making a decision. Is it possible for XRP to hit $10,000? This question has been getting a lot of attention in the crypto world. We'll do it soon. Large companies from around the world, especially those in North America, are becoming more interested in the XRP system. As the world of crypto grows, digital currencies can now be found in over 130. XRP is often named as a star. How much do you think XRP is worth? It's thought to be anywhere from $10,000 to an amazing $35,000. This is because it could be used in global CBDC operations. CBDCs are digital currencies that are managed by central banks. What does this mean? As more countries use XRP to buy things from other countries, it might become the normal way to pay for things. The senior director at Hill Capital made this very clear. The flow of money around the world would be huge if XRP became the main currency that everyone used. There is a lot of XRP out there, but its value could go up because so many people want it. It could be worth between $10,000 and $35,000. These are the XRP forecasts and values that market experts and fans are excited to see. Remember that I'm not a professional financial planner. The information in these movies is just there to make you laugh. If someone wants to make a financial choice, I always tell them to do their research and talk to pros first. Thanks for hearing. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the follow button. Also, make sure the alerts are turned on so you know right away when I post something new. I can't wait to see you in the next movie. Watch out!